what are the biggest myths that people have about leadership?
There are some myths that are going around. The first thing is that people believe that leaders are born, right? And there is a joke that goes around, and John Maxwell says sometimes he's asked at conferences if leaders are born. And he said, well, I haven't met an unborn leader, right? So people are born, right? Because in order to be a leader, you need to be a person and you need to be born, right? But actually, the question that they're asking is, are some people born with more leadership abilities than others? And that's true, right? Although some people might have better natural gifts, right? They might be better communicators, they might be better with people. Everyone can learn to be a leader. So yes, like everything else, like if you want to start, let's say, playing the piano, right? If you have some gifts in that area, you would have an advantage, you would have a head start. But it doesn't mean that you cannot learn to play the piano. And leadership, it's exactly the same. So leaders are born, but we all can be leaders. It's just a matter of wanting to learn and putting the effort to learn. So that's one of the biggest myths that people actually still believe in. But then there is also a couple of more. So another one is that a position makes us a leader. In other words, like I'm a leader just because, let's say, I've been promoted to be a leader. And we know that that's not true. We see people that have leadership positions, but they're not a leader, right? And we know.
I said that.
Exactly. And so we know that having a position doesn't make you a leader. And this comes with another challenge that we're going to discuss it a little bit later. But just keep it there. People believe that if you have a position, that you're a leader. And that's a myth. That's wrong, because you have to develop as a leader. And you don't have to wait until you have the position in order to develop yourself as a leader. So if we believe that only when I have a position, I become a leader, and that makes me automatically a leader, then we're wrong, right? Because we still need to develop our leadership skills. And the last one that I want to mention now, there's definitely more, but very common, it's people equate leadership with management. So many times they use it interchangeably, like they will be the same thing. And we know they're not. We know that leadership, it's something that we need in a company when we want change, when we have a certain state or a certain culture and we want to change that culture. So a leader is someone that can take a team from point A to point B. They take a result from level A to level B. They can implement change and they can drive results. While a manager is someone that could keep systems and processes in place. So if you have an established team and you don't need any change and you're happy with the results, you want to maintain systems, then you can have a manager. So management and leadership are not the same thing. And this is one of the mistakes people make. And it's a very, widespread myth.
Wow, thanks for that. I totally agree with you. With being a leader in a position doesn't mean that you can actually be a leader. So it's something that you can develop. And anybody who wants to become a leader, and let's say they don't believe they have the skills, they can actually practice to become a better leader.